Yo, AJ, what's good, brother?
What's up, my boy? How we doing today?
Oh man, had another little bit more technical difficulties, but I was able to get it working. These computers, man, I'm telling you, like brand new computers breaking down ain't giving me what we need. But it is what it is. I'm sure everybody, this is Wednesday, getting ready for a new week. Uh, Hopefully the week won't be as bad as last week because my Cowboys stunk up the joint. Uh, they,
Ooh, man.
they they messed up the money, as people would say. But hopefully, hopefully they'll get back on track. I feel sorry for Dak too, boy. Dak taking it hard right now. People out there, they changing up on Dak, boy.
I was on the 49ers. I'm sorry. So,
Yeah. I mean, they was at home. I thought they'd win too. I just wasn't expecting to win like that. That's the difference. Like you're not expecting. That was a beat down. That was
yeah, that was
definitely a
pretty
beat
bad.
down. Yeah. Like you didn't win in no phase. The Cowboys lost in every phase, probably even the damn mascot. But
Yeah.
anyway, man, well, guys, once again, welcome to Football Chop Up, Elite 100 style. We have our cover regions, which is Orange, Osceola, Seminole Lake, Brevard, and Volusia. Those are the regions that we cover. Uh, it's about that time. We really need your sponsorship help. So, check us out on social media. We have every social media there is that you can think of. We really want you guys to go and subscribe on YouTube because we want to be able to provide our game on YouTube, and we need at least 3,500 subscribers in order to do the game on YouTube for college coaches to see. We do have sponsorships. Uh, if you go on the website, you're able to get it. But more importantly, if you just contact myself or AJ, we'll definitely we will have a package that can fit you. Like I don't care what it is, we will have a package that can fit you. So if you're a
Yep.
business owner or whatever the case may be, we look forward to it. So if you know business owners, then by all means make sure that you let them know what the good that we trying to do in the community by helping kids who don't have looks. And we get into that time of year, man, where it's a lot of people calling me because they thought they had offers and don't have offers and stuff like that. So we want to be able to help these kids get in school because it's real competitive now. So we got scholarship opportunity. Anybody commit this week that we know of?
Not that I know of. I know that shoot, just a couple minutes ago, um, Big Josh Raymond out in Lake Mary, he is committed to Vanderbilt, but he just picked up a Sanford offer. So
Stanford or Sanford?
Stanford,
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean,
yeah,
but Josh need to stay his behind right there at Vanderbilt,
yeah.
uh, because Stanford may be going. It'd be good for them because they got a new coach, so he would be good for this year's. But Vanderbilt's not a bad school, and and it's in
I mean, you just
Nashville.
don't know what's gonna happen with the Pac-12 right now, too. That whole
Well, no, no, they going to no, they going to the Stanford going to the Big
Big
Ten. I
Ten,
want to say.
yeah, they going to the Big
Yeah,
Ten.
yeah, I want to say they're going to the Big Ten, which is a good move, because the Big Ten SEC. But to me, Vandy been on him. Once we went on the bus trip, they got on him. They did everything they supposed to do. Stanford's coming in a little bit late, but more importantly, he's a kid. He's a great kid. What I love about him is he gets it. He understands that. He made sure that the educational piece was where it needs to be. So he has that opportunity to choose between Stanford and Vandy. And I've always told you, in my eyes, if Stanford come a calling, that's where you got to go. I get it, but it's a little different with
It's
Vanderbilt.
different,
Stanford,
yeah.
Vanderbilt, yeah.
I
That
mean,
that
Stanford, yeah, the Big Ten move actually fits their brand of football better. You know, they like the power. They like to run the ball. Pac-12 is more is open and outspread. So, but
and you ain't
I
got
don't
no
know if they
Andrew
have
Luck.
Stanford. They never have the athletes on the outside.
Mm. But
Just
Stanford will
because
be
of
like they'll
the
be like Northwestern in the Big Ten, and maybe not even that good. I think that they really should have tried to get in the Big 12 or something, in my opinion. But the Big 12 academically is not the same as the SEC, the Big 10. So that's probably part of the problem. And then I was going to correct it, but everybody done got on here already. We got a real
oh
big
yeah,
yeah yeah
Boggs, he did, yeah. I
yeah, and
forgot that's a
that's
big time.
huge. That's
That's
huge because
huge.
I kept telling every school. Matter of fact, I told Colorado. They asked me about 2025s, and I literally was like, "Man, y'all better get on this kid. He gonna blow up." And big shout out to him because he really is a very nice receiver. and we definitely, that's a good commitment, and we hope he, it serves him well. All right. So with that being said, we out of those guys. We talked to you a little bit about the sponsors, and sponsorship opportunities and commitments. So we'll jump. I'm gonna play my man video just out of love. I'm sure we're gonna get some kind of sponsorship from him.
When you've been injured in an accident or on the job due to the negligence of others, know this: your community has your back. Communities look out for each other, and I protect my community. Whether I'm fighting for a personal injury case, medical negligence, or winning the largest civil rights settlement in U.S. history, you will receive personalized and aggressive representation with a goal to maximize your win. Scan now to schedule your free consultation. Osborne and Francis, real tough lawyers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit him up, man. Greg, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I need some sponsorship money. But with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about last week's game of the week. We had a good game of the week. It was probably one of the ones that we penciled in a long time ago. Tell the people a little bit about it. I wasn't able to attend, but you can tell the people a little bit about it.
Yeah, last week game of the week was Seminole versus Cocoa out in Cocoa. I mean, it was a game that we circled in just based off of the players that we knew were coming back. The game last year we went to, it was in Seminole. It was an overtime thriller. Seminole ended up winning in overtime.
It was a good game, man. Last week was a good game.
That was probably one of the better games all of last year.
It was definitely one of the better games, and probably one of my favorites, because Coco went down and we like, oh, it's over. Like we literally was about to pack up and leave.
We like, blowouts.
Yeah, we was like, we about to go. And those boys came back, and that's really when I knew. Honestly, we went on their sideline, and that's when I knew Snyder was about his business. Because what I love about Snyder, he's an old school coach. He get them boys behind, cuss them out, do what he got to do, but they responded. So shout out to Coach Snyder. He's really a good coach.
Yeah, this year was a little crazy. Speaking of Coach Snyder, he actually he got ejected in the third quarter in a 7-3 ball game. So I'm like, ooh, man, the leader get thrown out. Controversial calls. He got an early sideline warning. He was in the box. They gave him a sideline warning. So initially that happened in the first half, but everyone thought that it was just on the team, not any particular person, right. But they gave it to Snyder. And then in the second half, he got another one. So he was actually ejected. But Coco,
hold on, stop. So he got a sideline warning, because the sideline warning is not on a particular coach.
Well, it should be exactly.
So you get the warning first, and there's no 15-yard penalty.
They gave him a warning first, then he got a 15-yard penalty, then he got another 15-yard.
Okay,
penalty.
so that's what got him out. Okay, that's okay. So
but I've never seen a coach get thrown out for not being in the box. Like, come on, man. None of the coaches stay in the box. Like, you got to be kidding me.
Whoever that referee is don't like Snyder. That's just all that is.
Young guy. But I will say, and I was right on the sideline, the second one that he got the first flag he got in the first half, he was actually in the box. So I was
saying, the man don't like it. Like but honestly, as a former referee, sometimes when you're a young referee, man, you be really like.
And it was a young cat too.
Yeah, because when you're older, you don't even sweat that kind of stuff. But when you're young, you like, hey, because they be grading you, man, and like the old dudes, like, he was in the box, so I get it. But
because Snyder just kept wanting to talk to the white cat. He didn't even want to deal with the young cat. But anyway, it was 7-3 after Snyder got thrown out, but Coco was able to get some turnovers. CJ Hester ended the game with 7 tackles, 2 turnovers. And let me tell you how crazy it is. When we ordered the plaques, they sent us 2 plaques for this week. CJ Hester had 7 tackles and 2 interceptions. So he got the defensive player of the game. And then Javen Boggs had 7 catches for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns. He got the offensive player of the game. So those are our players of the games. Coco won 28-3. Seminole just couldn't get a rhythm on offense. Coco did a terrific job. Seminole defense played well, though. I'll be
They
honest. It
play
was
lights out
7-2.
7-3. Yeah,
But
they play real well.
eventually, you ain't gonna stop Coco but so many times. And Coco did get 2 or 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter and was able to go ahead and take control of the ball game.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Coco. Big shout out to those guys for doing what they got to do. A win is a win. This week, fan player of the week.
Oh yeah. Let's
Oh,
go
by the way,
see.
Sleeve King. By the way, Sleeve King was sponsored for the
Player of the
player of the
game.
week game for the
Yep.
Elite 100. We additionally were going to do 2 games of the week on this week, but we decided to go with 1 because it was such a barn burner. But yeah, so shout out to Sleeve King. If you need to get any of your sleeves and stuff like that, make sure you give them a shot. All right, and then what we get? Let's see, fan voter week. What ended up happening? Who were the guys they were looking at?
The guys they were looking at. So number 1 guy they were looking at was Xavier Lasuri. Honestly, he did win previously. This week is just, I don't see how you don't put him on there. He had 4 tackles, 3 interceptions, 1 pick 6, and a forced fumble against Flagler Palm Coast. Evan Van Dyke was another candidate. He had 3 catches for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 79-yard touchdown bomb and a 14-10 victory against Ocoee. So he made the big time plays for Winter Park to help them stay undefeated. Then you got CJ Hester from Coco, who I've talked about. He had 7 tackles and 2 interceptions. And then TJ Moore from Deltona. This man had 7 touchdown passes in 3 quarters and a rushing touchdown. He didn't even play in the fourth quarter. When I look at the fan votes, he got not a single vote.
That means nobody from D-Land is voting.
Not
That's
a
what that
single
means.
vote. This
That
man
means
had
nobody from
7, he
D-Land.
had 8 touchdowns. 7
That means
passing
nobody.
touchdowns.
That means nobody from D-Land was voting. That's the whole point. Fan player of the week go to the school and the people that's going to be voting. So it must be Coco again, because Coco always vote.
No, it's Brevard County though.
Yeah.
X-Man Xavier, he won it again.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get 3 interceptions, 1 pick 6, and a forced fumble, I mean,
Hey man, that lets us know, what counties are really supporting Elite 100. I mean, that, like, to be honest, and so we might have to make a decision. Do we stick with Volusia County, or do we go ahead and start, going down to Polk County? Because you got to support those who support you. We know, TJ, is no way in the world a kid throws 7 touchdowns and run for 1, and you don't get 1 vote. That means either nobody from D-Land is watching. Even you would think even people from Daytona would have voted for him.
I mean, man, I will say in their credit, you got on Facebook people saying TJ Moore, but this ain't where you vote. I'll tell you right now, Pimpin'. It clearly says go to Twitter to make your vote. So
yeah, I hate to say, this, but sometimes we don't read directions. I'm just, when I say we, I'm talking about us as a collective, Black folks. I'm just gonna say that straight up. Read. It's fundamental. NBA, we got NBA.
Hey, hold on now. We're not finna make this no race war. You can't just put this on my people. It's Caucasians that live in D-Land too. Goddamn, come on now.
Hey, they not watching our show. Now we ain't got. I'm gonna tell you that. Matter of fact, if we got a Caucasian watching our show, please.
I know for a fact.
I would take you out to get something to eat.
I know for a fact we got. Come on, bro. Come on now. Stop.
D-Land?
There's some. The head coach is white. What are you saying? Like the whole coaching staff is white. D-Land got white people.
Well, coaches ain't. D-Land, Coach Dollars ain't watching our show, man. I can tell you that now. If Coach D watching our show, I would be shocked. But
that's his loss.
But yeah, for sure, because we got the best show smoking. But with that being said, shout out to TJ and his mama. His mama would be all mad, but mama, you need to tell your people to vote.
She should have had her group together.
Yeah,
that group.
Yeah, she call it text all the time. This the one time she ain't do that. But anyway, man, that's crazy to say the least. But anyway, let's give a shout out to all the rest of them boys, man. We appreciate y'all, and we got the fan vote, which is sponsored by My Peeps. We will be having a My Peeps Elite 100 day, and we'll bring everybody in to that won the awards to come in and take pictures and eat wings and all that good stuff. So be looking forward for it soon. All right, so we had well, it's not week 8 review, but
Week
last year was
7,
week
top
7.
10,
Week
last top.
7, week 7, the top 10 review.
Let's hit
Who,
it.
yeah, who? Let's tell the people a little bit about. I guess what happened last. What happened with those guys that were on our board last week before we had the games.
All right, so yeah, looking at number 10, we had Egali. They went on to play Flagler Palm Coast. They were 5-0. They won that game 53-7, dominating fashion.
No doubt.
A little surprised at the score that they won so convincingly.
Yeah, me too. Because Flagler Palm Coach actually did. They played somebody recently, and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd be a little surprised at that one. At that number 10 spot, University, they had a bye. So they didn't play anyone. Oh, you got that good water right there. That's that good.
Oh yeah, man. I messed around and got some. My boy. Well, it wasn't mine. I went to the doctor. They had these out for free, so I dang sure took one.
Oh, you took a couple, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Look at them.
I did. Like I took about 3. I ain't gonna lie.
Now you starting to show your true identity, huh?
Yeah, I took about 3. You know your boy. Hey man, if it's free, it's free. It costs some money. Your boy was with it. Don't get it twisted. You know me, shit. That's why you was like 3. You took a couple, did you?
Yeah, man. You starting to show your colors, bro. Yeah. Okay, look. Anyway, man. Then we go to this 8 spot, and man, oh man, this number 8 team, I just don't know. Olympia, they lost a nail biter to Apopka, 25-23. But for the life of me, I just don't understand how they have 2 losses on their resume with all that talent. But football is the ultimate team sport, so Apopka finds a way to win those ball games, and they won with a 42-yard field goal at the end of the game. Hit the top of the upright and went in. It's just,
hey man, one thing about APK, we're gonna always have some kickers, man. I'm telling you, we got dudes that be nailing 45, 46 in high school, and for people who don't really know, a 40-something yard field goal in high school is really serious.
That's good.
It don't happen often. So shout out to those Blue Daughters.
And did I hear you say we? You said we.
Oh, well, I'm always, after them kids over there played on me for my little team. So if you notice, I'm always down with APK because I know those kids. I was their coach. I was their first coach. So I hope I'm a little biased towards them. I try to stay unbiased.
Man, don't tell the people that because Apopka ain't even in the top 10. How you biased? They ain't even in the top 10.
The same dude who had a son that wasn't even in the top 5 receivers. But I try to stay unbiased all the time. It is what it is.
No. He was definitely top 5. He was not number 3 receiver preseason.
He wasn't number 1.
He was 3. He was behind. It was Duda.
Hey man, and you fought for that. Remember, I wasn't fighting for that. I was like, hey,
who was the second one? Goldie. It was no. Goldie was an athlete.
I forgot who it was, but I was in there fighting, and you was like, nah, we not doing that. And I was like, because it is with like Apopka. I think they're a great team, but you can't win no championship with offense not really doing nothing. And we know that the offense is hampered a little bit because our main man, the quarterback, is hurt.
Yeah,
so they're not able to run their offense. But but the thing that's amazing is they still find a way to win, and that's something you can't teach because that's something that I hate to say it. Those boys are used to winning in Little League. Like them boys don't lose like that. So like they're not used to losing. They're used to playing in the playoffs. They're used to playing
they got a winning mentality from Little League.
Yep. So they're gonna always be there, and you got to bring your lunch. It is what it is.
Yeah, and Olympia hasn't beaten Apopka, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was the last time they beat him was in 2012, man.
Yeah, that was with my boy Dex.
Yeah,
Hey,
2012,
Dex.
2013,
Ooh,
yeah.
Dex had like 330. I was there. Dex had like 330. And Dex was only a sophomore then. Dex, hey man, Dex was toting
I
that
mean,
thing.
Rob said it's a terrible loss, and part of me
Not really.
said, yeah, it's a bad loss, but it's Apopka. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, yeah, I don't believe Olympia should have lost to Apopka, but you lose to Apopka, it ain't never terrible because it's Apopka.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not a bad loss because it's not a district loss. It's not a district game. So I
Nah,
mean,
it
like
doesn't
reality,
affect me, man.
the reality of it is, ultimately you just want to get to the playoffs. Just like last year, the Koi, we got in and we made it to the Final Four, and really we was up 30 to 21, 30 to 21 at the half,
Yeah,
which
y'all lost to
30, 30
Apopka too,
28,
didn't y'all?
30 28. We lost the
Yep.
first game of the season,
Yeah, I remember that.
but that wasn't a bad loss. It's a bad loss because you would have thought that Olympia would have learned from their loss to Wakava.
I mean, and now it just questioning you, like, can they beat them hard nosed teams? Them teams that's gonna, thug it out. Can Olympia beat them?
Man, my answer is no.
I mean,
Because
so far they've
because
proven that they
my
can't. They
my
can't.
answer because the loss to Wakava was a little different because dude really went into the cave and just came out with his Superman cape on. I was
Tyree, yeah,
there.
Tyree, baby Cam.
Yeah, man. So it was like I get it, but when they just line up doing daughter and line up, doing you like that, at some point you got to be like, hey, you're not gonna just run through me. Somebody got to be like, hey, we gonna stop this, and that didn't happen. And then your running back can't get 6 carries. I don't get if your running back is supposed to be the best offensive player on your team. Is no way in the hell he gets 6 carries. And
Yeah, I thought Melo
I
should have
think
got
that
one. Yeah.
I think you don't beat up you have to even if dudes don't pop, you got to run the ball at least 20 times against a pop.
I mean, but it appears as if Apopka average over 5 to 6 yards a carry. So really, I'm not gonna put it on the offense.
Oh no, I agree with that too. Like, don't get it wrong. I mean, like I just said
You
that,
got to
man.
get Apopka off the field. You can't let Apopka take off 5-6 minutes of the play clock and drive and eat up half the damn quarter.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's absolutely correct. I ain't want to go there, but Apopka had to play 6-quarter guys. Like, they had to play guys that had played in the JV game earlier that week. Like, these are guys who started and they had to get quality reps. So
that lets you know that Jake ain't watched the show. Orange City,
he late.
he late. Yeah, they were
Orange City number 9,
number
my
9.
boy.
But go ahead, man. We'll finish off. We
So
can
yeah,
talk about
looking at keep going up. We got Winter Park 6-0. They won victorious over Akoi 14-10. I ain't seen Rob Wright in weeks.
no, Rob Wright is done. Like, you ain't gonna get your wings, man. I'm just telling you that now.
Yeah,
You ain't getting no wings.
I can't respect the guy like that. He talks so much for the first 5 weeks of the season, and now all of a sudden his work schedule done changed on me.
Oh, he was mean. That cat was mean to you, man. Like, we would start the show.
He was confrontational with it, bro.
We would start the show at 8:00, and you know how y'all all making comments. Like, I'm throwing these comments in there. Man, he would be on there at 8:01. What's up?
What's up? What you think about a cold?
Yeah. Call.
Like, damn, my brother.
Let me on the show. All that, he was ready. But I appreciate you keeping 1,000. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but Winter Park won that game. They 6-0. Then we move on to D-Land. D-Land 5-1. They beat Deltona 70-12. Did most of that work in 3 quarters. Pulled their starters.
Somebody pissed Darlington off. When Coach D gets 70, I've been around him too long. Somebody said or did something that pissed the man off. I'm just telling you. I've been around him too long.
Hey, I don't know what he got. Maybe it was a statement game to let everybody know we ain't thinking about next week. We on it this week.
No, he made sure.
He made sure. But Seminole was at the number 5 spot. They lost to Cocoa 28-3. Lake Mary in that number 4 spot, 6-0. They beat North Miami Beach 49-10. Just total domination. Edgewater that's at the number 3 spot, 7-0. They beat Timber Creek 38-6. Number 2, Mainland was on a bye. And number 1, Cocoa moves on 5-1. They beat Seminole 28-3 in convincing fashion. So that was last week's top 10.
Hey man, that's deep. So hey, shout out to last week. Now we get on to this week, man. I'm sure we have some changes in this week's top 10. Let me get to make sure we get there. And then of course, all right. So let's talk about it. The top 10 for this week, man. Who's the bottom 3?
Bottom 3 looking
next 3 up.
Next 3 up, we got Jones High School. Looks like they starting to making a surge. New Smyrna Beach, and then Titusville 5-1. They have a big time matchup this week versus Cocoa. So I can guarantee you, if they could beat Cocoa, they will definitely be in the top 10 next week.
That's a big if.
That's the biggest if, but I'm just saying. Then looking at number 10, hanging in that 10 spot, man, we got Leesburg 6-1, having a pretty good season. They face Bellevue. Bellevue is an 0-5 team. I expect Leesburg to go in and dominate that game. Number 9, we're looking at Egaley. Egaley 6-1. They'll be on a bye this week. I think Egaley is probably the second best team in Brevard County behind Cocoa.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. Number 8, moving on up. What's my man name? What his name? Big Jake. Number 8, we got University Orange Center.
Yeah.
Undefeated University Orange Center 6-0. They got a big time matchup this week in Spruce Creek. Spruce Creek was 5-0. They just dropped their last 2 games in a row. So nah, he ain't gonna be suspended.
Nah, they ain't gonna suspend him for that, Jake.
Nah, they ain't gonna suspend him. So yeah, we got University at that number 6. Looking at the number 7 spot, they dropped a couple spots from last week, but we got Bokey. We got Seminole at number 7, 5-2. They got a big time matchup this week versus D-Land, 5-1 D-Land. So we'll see how that matchup goes. Titusville is undefeated.
Man, before we go any further, man, I'm telling you, back in the day, them Seminole D-Land, those Seminole D-Land matchups used to be fierce, man. I mean, they used to be real back when they had Pop Sanders and all them boys, man. Them things was serious. Pop Sanders, you had the Seminole team that won state with Ray and all that. They used to be fierce. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of them type of matchups this week. Looking at number 6, Winter Park, 6-0. They're on the bye this week. I looked at their schedule. They only played 9 games, so I'm not sure what's up with that because they already
they had a game out of the state.
Out of Georgia, was it?
Yeah, and they got canceled.
Yeah,
so
that's what it was. I do remember.
Yeah.
So number 5, we got D-Land, 5-1 D-Land. They'll visit Seminole. 5-1 versus a 5-2 matchup. I think it's gonna be one of them type of games, man. So we'll see. Number 4, Lake Mary, man. 6-0 Lake Mary versus they got Evans. So Evans is making strides in the right direction. I think Evans is 4-3 now. They got a big time victory over Oak Ridge last week. So
hey man, I'm gonna tell you now. Normally I'm with Evans all the way, but I ain't got my wings. I hope Lake Mary blow them out until Malcolm give me my wings. I hope Lake Mary crush them. I hope they lose every game. Carlos, give my wings from your coordinator, man.
Man, he ain't listening, man. He ain't hearing that.
All right, then I'm all. Hey, Lake Mary, I might come out there with some chicken wings, y'all, and eat them on the fence.
Yeah, I like Odom. I like Odom. Me and Odom tough. We're not even picking that game. Lake Mary Evans.
Oh no, we picking the game. We're not doing that. Nah,
that's not one of the games.
That could have been the game of the week, man.
Nah, that's not one of the games on the list.
Well, I'm gonna pick them. I'm gonna pick the game. All right, I'll pick them. All right, hey man, we don't start all that. Hey man, we friends and all that. All right, you're right, Jake. I won't do it. It's not Evans, man. I'm down with Evans. Let's make sure that we clear.
Who is that?
Hey man, tell AJ your real name, but it's Malcolm,
Jake
man.
State. Oh, he on YouTube. That's why it's like that.
Yeah, man. But Malcolm, the coordinator, he bet me some wings that they was gonna beat Okoye by. I mean, to be honest, he was, which I don't even know why
It's
he
crazy.
gave like
He said
35
20.
points. It was
No,
it was
it's
at least
20. He
it was
said a
28.
20
It was
piece.
28, wasn't it?
No, it
It
was
was 20.
21. It was
It was
21. I
21. Yeah, I
remember
know.
he
Yeah.
said 21.
And I was like, no way possible. So we
It was
haven't got
21
I
though.
haven't got my wings yet, but it is what it is. But anyway, man, this dude right here, boy. You gave him number 4, man. So go ahead, man. Who's number 3?
Number three, undefeated Edgewater, 7-0. Same program that went undefeated all last year during the regular season. So at Edgewater, undefeated, 7-0. They take on the 3-4 Okoye team. I think it's gonna be smoke in the
You
city.
secured your wings if you ever get
Oh
them.
yeah.
You did secure your wings. And Kate is you and Kate got one about Evans, right?
Yeah, Evans got to win out for me, man.
All right,
Evans
all
got
right,
to
all
win
right,
out for
all
you,
right.
boy.
All right, so we got number 2.
Number 2, we're looking at Mainland. 6-0 Mainland will take on a Deltona team that is 0-6. It's Mainland homecoming, and I think they'll have a lot of fun. And I got Mainland winning that game pretty easy.
All right, and then dang man, I didn't. They must not be on our pick'em. But who you got?
Yeah,
Who you got number 1?
yeah. You want me to put the 6-0 versus 0-6 as a homecoming game on the pick'em? Like, come on, man.
Hey, man, I'm just saying you called it out. I'm just saying, all I said is they must not be on the pick'em because you show already. But all right, who you got?
We got Coco, 5-1 Coco versus 5-1 Titusville.
Hey man, Anthony say that Lake Mary should be number 1.
Lake Mary would be Edgewater by 10.
Anthony say, but Anthony, the beautiful thing is, man, the season will be coming up, and we will be able to see where everybody's at. So, with that being said, man, let's go on and get to the pick'em. Since you went there, we might as well go straight to them.
Let's do it, man. Let's make sure. Let me make sure though.
And you gonna come with some team in Brevard County. We have Pinecrest.
Titusville 7-0 too. My bad. I slipped up on that one. Titusville is actually 7-0. So Titusville 7-0 versus a 5-1 Coco.
Marshall, I'm gonna take that bet.
I take it too.
Marshall, I'm gonna take that bet. I'm gonna take them 15. So just
what did he say?
He's saying Lake Mary gonna beat Mainland by 15.
I take that bet, Marshall. Double or nothing. I take that bet.
Double or nothing. Yeah. You want some on you?
No, I'm just saying, like, because both of us want it. So double it up. I want that bet.
Yeah, double up. Yeah. You want
Out your mind. You ain't got doggone beating Mainland about 2 damn touchdowns.
Hey, don't say that. Hey.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Trav. We got this, bro. Trav, just focus.
Don't say nothing.
Ant.
Don't say nothing. You just let. Hey. So that's a bet, Ant.
That's a bet, Ant.
And with that being said, we're gonna bet this weekend because Peeps. We're gonna bet about Lake Mary and Evans because Peeps does help, tremendously. So
all right, I will put Lake Mary Evans on there.
Yeah, we go.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he talking about Seminole. I didn't make no bets for Seminole, but if you give me 15 with Seminole, I'm gonna take that one too. But Mainland, I'm definitely taking the 15.
I don't have, hold on, dog. Hey, you on your own with that similar one. I don't know, dog. Hey, cool.
Man, Seminole, hey man, they did like you said. If they can hold Coco down, and I'm gonna give them a little credit. But we got a 15 bet on Mainland for sure, right?
For sure.
All right, let's see. Oh, Seminole by 20.
Oh yeah, I definitely want them 20. I'm taking them 20 for Seminole. You ain't gonna give me 20 points.
No, AJ, look, man,
15.
All right, well, I tell you what, man. In order that he don't have to do it like that, I'm gonna let AJ get you for the Seminole, and I'm gonna get you for the Mainland.
No. He ain't doing all this fat lipping. I want both of them. If I lose, I gotta give him wings.
I would. You got to remember some things, AJ. That's all I'm saying. But if you want, it's on him. Like I'm just waiting on him to reply back. Like
thank you,
I'm just waiting on him. All I want him to do is.
Did he just double down and say Seminole by 20 again?
No, he didn't say that. I just.
I'm about to say.
So, Anthony, do we have a bet with All right, we got bets. So bets it is.
Oh, oh, he eating. All
Hey,
right,
I love it. All right, so
I
let's
love
let's
it.
go let's go on our pick'ems then. We
Let's
good.
go on to the pick'ems. Here we go. Let's go this week, man. It was kind of hard to do the counties just based off the matchup, so I just try to get as many good games as possible.
Right, right,
Let's
right.
go. Let's go. University 6-0 versus Spruce Creek 5-2. I pick first.
Yeah, sure.
I got University to remain undefeated. I got University.
Jake. Hey, once again, Jake, you in the building. We got University. They getting picked, Jake. So I'm gonna take them as well.
Jake, all right, we both going with University. Let's go. Next up, we got 3-3, 3-3. Jones versus 3-3. Boone.
You know that game.
Boone got they running back, Ligarius, my boy. So they look much improved. They did lose their outstanding sophomore linebacker Noah Maddox, torn his ACL, but he's doing great recovery.
No end of tearing his ACL.
Yeah, he tore his ACL 2 or 3 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
he's already rehabbing. Wish him the best of luck. But I'm gonna go with Jones.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna take Jones too. That's but man, Boone is the one school. Like I tell everybody, them and Apopka, some kind of way, man. You just don't blow them out. Like they you got to come to play. They gonna hit you hard. If you don't want to if you ain't willing to hit back, you gonna have a problem. So yeah, but we never.
Teams normally take on the attitude of their coach, man.
I won't touch that, man. We want Joe, the Rover. Because some of these coaches, you got tough teams, but them coaches ain't like that. You got some coaches that their team is weak and they coach is gangsters. So that's the only reason I'm saying that. But
let's go on. Next up, we got Edgewater versus 7-0. Edgewater versus 3-4. Ocoee. I know Ocoee is 3-4, but they are a very competitive ball club. But I'm going with the Eagles to soar and a victory over Ocoee.
Yeah, I think Ocoee. I mean, if you think about it, the thing about it is they've been in every game. That's the sad. Like they could easily be 7-0 right now. They really could. But I'm always go with tendencies. I think that it's just a little difficult because they're not a balanced team. So, we're not balanced on offense. Like last year, they had a running back and a wide receiver and a quarterback.
That was another week. I heard another week. I said,
well, I got to be a week for them. My son played there, and shout out to Coach Shep and Coach Buck and Coach Legs. All them boys put up with my crazy son. So, I got nothing but love for them. But I'm always unbiased on the show. So we're going to go with Edge. And then and everybody knows, if you don't know, I got a lot of love for Coach Duke. I see what he does. I see how he tries to help the kids. At the end of the day, that's what the shit I'm all about. So when I see a coach that go above and beyond, like Duke and some of the other coaches, I know they don't deal. But I know personally that I've seen Duke try to get his kids in school. And that's the shit I look at. I don't care about, like honestly about wins and losses. Or are you trying to help these kids get to the next level? Because ultimately, that's all that really matters to me. I don't give a damn about. There's some coaches that they really just care about if they winning, and that's it. And when I see coaches that go out their way, like I'll give a quick Duke story. Duke, Wakaba, what's my man name? The little dude we like. I can't think of his name.
Josh Bennett.
Okay, so Josh played against him, had a great game, did what he's supposed to do. Duke literally is out there telling college coaches about Josh. That's not his damn player. He literally is out there telling other coaches about this kid. So, that's the kind of stuff I look at. Coach Gerke. I tell people when I first moved down here, nobody can't tell me nothing bad about Coach Gerke. I had a coach come to my house to recruit my son. And I'm like, Coach, and me and the coach are still cool to this day. Coach Calhoun, he's at Rice, but he was at FIU at the time. I'm like, man, why are you coming to recruit my son? He going to Washington State. He's like, look, man, I talked to Coach Gerke. I was like, man, there's any corner I can try to get that, and we don't care if he's committed or not. We like him. And I was like, damn, I called Coach Gerke. I didn't even know him. I thanked him because, you just don't get that. So, because I look at it like all these kids are our kids at the end of the day. If we can help them, let's help them. the only reason that they at this school is because their parents was on for that school. If you're a coach, you're supposed to be like trying to coach and help everybody. It
Which
shouldn't be.
jersey? Bill or Chip?
That was Bill. That was the one that walked real funny.
Short
But
one.
that Chip, that might be the short one. Is that Chip?
Nah, the short one Chip. I mean the short one Bill.
Bill.
The
Right.
big
That
one
was
is
him.
Chip.
Right. Yeah, that was the short one. Walk real funny, man. Like the penguin. That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's
But like that's what I'm saying. Those are the kind of things I know for a fact. I've seen Elijah, Coach Odom. Like I'm gonna love anybody. Like I've seen them reach out to coaches on behalf of other kids. Like those
Yeah,
are things
for
that Coach Wells. I've seen him tell coaches, or Coach Shep. I've seen him do stuff like that. And parents, that's what you need to look for. Damn the wins and the losses. They gonna come. At Seminole, them boys try to get all their kids in school. They really do.
all of them.
Yeah. So like, I've seen them reach out to other schools on behalf. So those are the things that, if you're a parent, that's what you need to be looking for, to be totally honest. But I might go on another, tangent with that. But go ahead. So who we got next?
Next up, we got Rockledge, 3-3 Rockledge versus a 5-2 Merritt Island. Merritt Island is definitely better than people give them credit for, but I just can't see Rockledge letting Merritt Island beat them. So I'm gonna go with Rockledge.
Did Rockledge win last week?
No, they lost to Trinity Catholic up in Jacksonville, 1916.
We picked that game, didn't we?
No, we ain't picked that one.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and go with like T-Rome them, man. What's their record?
3-3.
Man, and Merritt Island 5-2. I'm thinking, man, because if T-Rome was watching the show, I would definitely go with the bitches just to fuck.
So
with
you go with Merritt?
I would, but T-Rome, I'm gonna go with Rockledge. But if T-Rome come on the show and say one word, I'm going with Merritt. If T-Rone just give a thumbs up, I'm going with Merritt. I promise you. I just want to know that he here because he been awful quiet. So I just want to make sure he's still around.
Say last year when they was in that top 10, but that boy
every 5 minutes, Rockledge. He was Anthony Marshall. He was, but he went. I don't think he was as delusional. He wasn't going for 25, 34. Even though in Anthony's defense,
Marshall been Marshall since day one.
But even in Anthony's defense, he said it was going to be DP.
He did,
and they scored 70. He said they was going to score like 40 on DP, and they scored 70. But now I'm gonna give T-Roll the benefit of the doubt, man. We're gonna go with
all right, you going Rockledge?
Yeah.
All right, well, speaking of DP, we got Olympia versus Dr. Phillips. Originally, that was supposed to be the game of the week matchup. But we had some unforeseen circumstances that we going to D-Land Seminole, so I hate to get a spoiler, but Olympia versus Dr. Phillips, I'm gonna go with
like the sad part is, man, like I can hear it in your voice. You really don't want to pick Olympia. Like Olympia to let you down. You really don't want to pick her.
Let me down. Couple goddamn times.
You really don't want to pick Olympia. The game is at Olympia, right?
Nah, I said DP.
Man, go ahead, man. You got to pick one, man.
I'm gonna go with Olympia. I think they'll bounce back. It do make me nervous because I do think that DP is in a similar mode of a Wakava, Dr. Phillips, hard-nosed football team, not gonna back down. And I've been to a couple of DP games. Fred, them boys be hitting, like they really be hitting. Like they don't just be tackling cats. Like they be hitting.
Rivalry game, but you know what? Hey man,
I'm gonna go Olympia though.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm going all DP. Shit, hey man, I'm going all DP. I mean, it said DP. I'm going all DP. I'm tired of going with Olympia because I got family and stuff over there, man. They didn't let me down. Like I was almost gonna pick APK, but I thought Tyson wasn't playing. Once I heard the wing T that they was doing the whole wing T thing, but the thing that killed me is Tyson beat them on a bum ankle.
Bum ankle.
That,
Hey,
that
man.
means you ain't showing me no heart. So I'm like, man, I'm going all DP. I mean, I ain't, man, damn that. I know DP tougher than Olympia. Olympia ain't tough right now. And Rob, you tell him. And to the credit though, I'll say this. Now, my dog been tough. Now your son, he been up there thumping. But
Yeah, Melo been
so
balling.
it ain't when I. But you let them know. I say they soft. They playing soft. They acting soft. So I'm gonna go with DP. Just like I love the Cowboys. We soft as shit against the 49ers. And right now, that's how I look at Olympia. That they soft. So I'm going with all. And I know my boy Wells ain't gonna do it like that. So it is what it is. So I'm gonna go with all DP. Told y'all, man, I be fair because I love them boys. I got kids at Olympia I care about. But to me, like when you care about somebody, you keep it a buck.
Yeah, I keep it a buck with them. They shouldn't have lost, but
Yeah, relay that message. Tell them prove me wrong. I hope they do. But until they do, damn it, I'm going with DP.
All right, cool. Let's go. Next up, we got 5-1 Coco versus 7-0 Titusville. You smell the upset this week?
No, do you? I mean, you said they're 7-0. They Titusville is the home of whoever the hell they is, and so man, I'm waiting on you. You show. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm gonna pick one earlier for you. I'm gonna go with Coco.
Smart man.
All right.
Because I'm going with Coco too.
Hold on. Al Gaines, I'm gonna do you just like I do Rob. Rob, like man, you can't get your ass beat by Apopka with a bum quarterback. Y'all play soft as shit. Keep it real with them boys. Don't come with that, man. Y'all play soft as hell. Because if you making excuses, they damn sure gonna get their ass beat by DP. If they really about that life, they gonna show it right now. All that you play soft, just like Michael Parsons. You got your ass whooped, you got to accept it, and you got to show people differently. Until you show differently, they play soft as shit. I saw the film. You can't. Your running back gets 6 damn runs, but y'all ain't played soft. Man, get that, man. Elite, man. I'm telling you, man. I be.
He had 8. He had 8. Melo, he did. He had 8.
It wouldn't, but okay. 8 carries. Come on, bro.
One plays solid.
Yeah, but no, I said the team plays soft. I didn't call it like no team should be able to run it down your throat and get like a pocket in the wing tee and bang you to death. That shouldn't happen. That just shouldn't happen. Period. And you can tell the kids I said it. I'll tell Gabe I said it. You can tell whoever you want I said it. That's just not how it's supposed to go. So that's just the bottom line. No, if you don't let nobody run it down your throat. I'd rather you go bombs over Baghdad than just to run it down my throat.
I mean, and this is because this what we getting at. This is what we getting at. When you look at Apopka, Reggie McBride had 20 carries for 89 yards. Jenkins had 15 carries. That's 35 damn rushes already. Tyson had 5. That's 40. 40 rushing attempts. Jay Stanford had 7, and then Monroe had 1. They ran the ball 48 times.
Thank you.
You got to get off the defense. Got to get off the field. Now that's 48 carries. Tyson threw the ball 17 times. He was 10 for 17 in the passing game. So at some point, ain't no way a team could have damn 50 carries, bro. That mean that they did. No.
Hold on, bro. 50 carries on a 23-22 game.
That means they control the game.
That means you had a chance to, if dude missed the field goal, Olympia wins.
Yeah.
So that means that they really was just running down your throat. And
this how you break it down. This how you break it down. Olympia, Warren had 16 passing attempts with 12 rushing attempts as a team. Last time I checked, 16 plus 12, is that 30?
28. 28, rounded up to 30.
So let's go 30. 28, 30. They got 30 plays to your 30 to they 50.
Oh, yeah. Well, more than that, because they had 50 rushing and they had 17 passes.
Excuse me, exactly. 50 rushing. So they ran the ball more times than Olympia had total plays on offense. And that's Apopka football. Control the game and run the clock out. Limit possession.
My thing is, and you know it's coming. Like ain't
Can't
nothing
stop
worse than like you can't stop it. And
it. Ain't no,
at
that's a
some
slow
point,
death, boy. Ain't nothing worse than a slow death,
at
boy.
some
About a
point,
million cuts.
the kids gotta play. And then that's what I say to you, Al. That's a team loss. Coaches got to make an adjustment, but goddamn, at some point, players got to make a play. Coach, they're running this same play on us. He is coming this way. So hey, damn it, I'm gonna make you do something else. I used to tell my kids that we lost to Apopka last year. True story. A kid on our team played at Apopka, heard them call the fake punt, and didn't say a word. He played at Apopka the year before. Heard it, and wasn't Keandre. He played at Apopka 2 years before. Heard them call the fake punt, and did not say a word, bro. Like at some point, you got to play football when you're out there, regardless of what the coaches tell you to do. You know, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of blame on the coaches as well. So I'm not saying that, Al, but I do think, the kids did, they play soft. And if I'm the coach, that's all if I'm the coach, we'd have been doing what they call it, Oklahoma drills all damn week. Seriously. We ain't losing like that no more. You ain't finna this. We ain't gonna be afraid to hit. If your ass afraid to hit, you're gonna go sit down. That would just be me. But hey,
Yeah, I'm with you.
But all right. So who we got after that?
Well, just to make sure, bro, all you had to do is watch 25. That's where the ball's going. Al, you look like you should be on the coaching staff, my boy.
Right,
but anyway, I picked Coco too for the record, just so ain't no confusion.
I was trying, honestly, bro. I was trying to confuse you because I was gonna come back and say you picked Titusville, but okay.
Nah, you ain't gonna confuse me. I'm in all of that right now. I ain't picking against Coco all year, so I just throw that out there. But anyway, I got Coco. Next up, we got Lake Mary Evans. Y'all want to do this? I really don't want to do this game because I just don't want to, bro. Because like it does nothing for me personally.
Yeah. Hey man, look, man. I'm gonna tell you like this. Shout out to before we forget, IT over there at Lake Mary, because my boy Denzel Irvin hit me with, "Hey coach, this kid is explosive." So Denzel's one of my first kids on our 7-on-7. He's back in town coaching. So shout out to Denzel. But I guess Chip must be good. So shout out to IT, which is the same guy that Coach Anthony Marshall has been talking about. So yeah, so that's good that the kid is doing his thing. They remember Muscle Carter. I agree with that. Call football IQ got to be there. I agree. But what we on, man? What we on? Before I forget, I get old. What was you? You finish
man,
your
on Lake Mary Evans, man.
Hey man, I'm going Lake Mary. I love Odom. That's my dog. And I think personally, I was arguing with somebody recently. Shit, Odom might have the most wins in Evans in the last at least 10 years.
And, I think if you get to 5. Nah, I don't think nobody got 5 in the last 10 years.
Nobody ain't got 5 in the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. I think he right there with, I don't think nobody got 3. Odom is right there right now with 4. And his losses, like his losses are to teams that maybe one of them he shouldn't have lost, but they're the teams that you can honestly say you can see them losing to. So
Parker, Okoye, Winter Park.
The Coy one might be the only one, Winter Park, but the Coy one might be the only one that that was a toss up. But right. We always had this conversation. I'm a firm believer in this. Good coaching is not, you don't lose the games you're supposed to win. That's what good coaching is to me. Like I don't give a damn what nobody say. You could get Nick Saban, and if he coaching prime example, the GOAT. He in New England right now, and he just ain't got the studs. He getting his ass smashed.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie though. The thing about that New England thing though, he picked them damn players too though.
Yeah, but
so I don't know what he looking at because they don't got no talent. Like he should have re-signed Jacoby Myers. He let Jacoby Myers walk to go to Oakland. Now he in Oakland balling, and and they chose Juju Schuster instead. Juju ain't got goddamn 100 yards all year. Jacoby just had 100 Monday.
Yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying is he didn't let a lot of guys go. But I guarantee you, if you take him and put him, he normally don't lose the games that his team supposed to win. That's what I'm saying.
All I'm saying is, and no disrespect to Belichick, but when I start thinking about it, when Brady was at the quarterback, they never had all of that talent surrounded. It wasn't like that either. Besides that year, he had Randy Moss.
No, but see, he always people misconstrue.
Their defense was
Yeah,
that.
right. He always makes sure that defense is fire, and so he had somebody like Brady that could do. And he'd have one or two players, but his defense has been fire since he's been there. And and he's a defensive minded coach. But basically, what I was trying to get to at the end of the day is that dudes don't lose the games you're supposed to win.
Right.
And so, my dog over there at Evans has done that. If I would take Lake Mary. That's a game he's not supposed to win. I hope he, like I said, just like I hope I'm wrong. I hope that they pull it out. But I just think Lake Mary will win. If they pull it out, I'd be happier than anybody.
Yeah.
Game of the week. Game of the week. We just said it. It is going. Well, we ain't said it yet, but it's coming up. Go ahead.
Game of the week. I ain't even make my pick for Lake Mary Evans, but
no, don't do it because it'll pay you. So I'll make the pick. So I'm just gonna get by one game up. Go ahead, man. I don't want you to be in that situation. So don't pick. Me personally,
I'm a pick, man, because
me personally, I'm gonna ride with my dog Carlos 3,000 out of 3,000, but I'm still picking Lake Mary.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Lake Mary too. Plus, if Lake Mary, I can't lose both. I can't lose both times. I can't just pick Evans just to pick him and then go on my record here, and I lose the damn wing bet. I can't be a 2-time loser.
Well, no, the wing bet, that's not till next week. The wing
bet if they lose this week, it's over.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
They already got 3 losses.
You talking about with K? That one thing about it, K.
Go 7-3.
K. One thing about it, AJ gonna pay up his wings.
That's because I thought Evans could pull out the
You thought they was gonna pull out this game against Okoye. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
and I mean, I ain't gonna lie. When I penciled in the 7-3, I penciled in, and I even penciled Evans upsetting the Apopka.
Yeah, I remember. I remember
because Winter Park, Lake Mary, and then what was the other game?
It's Apopka. They only lost 3 right now, so they had Apopka, Winter Park, and Okoye. Okoye beat them. That was the 3. That was the 3 that got them.
So yeah. So matter of fact, I had Apopka winning. So yeah, Apopka, Lake Mary, and it was Seminole. Seminole beat them. Because
they only lost 3. So yeah, there was Seminole. It was Seminole. They ain't played with Winter Park then.
Yeah, they did.
So they 3-4 then, because they lost to. Yeah, they gotta be. Which that would like
Seminole. They lost to Seminole. They lost to Okoye, and they lost to.
Have they played Apopka yet?
They ain't played Apopka yet though. That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I had them upset one of them teams. I had them going 7-3. But anyway, I'm gonna go with Lake Mary. But game of the week is D-Land 5-1 visiting Bo-Key. I ain't gonna lie, boy. This is a tough ass. This is a tough one, bro. I don't know.
Bo-Key coming off that road loss, I'm pretty. That one thing I guarantee you at Bo-Key, I guarantee they goddamn practices was serious. I guarantee them coaches wasn't bull crying. I guarantee they wasn't making no excuses. They was on them boys' head. I guarantee you that. So that's how you coach. So
and it wasn't, and it was 28-3. But they defense defense only gave up 7 points going into the fourth quarter. You can't actually. It's the offense.
And you on the road. That wasn't what everybody was expecting, and we all knew that.
Right. I honestly, year 2 of Darter offense, man, I don't know, dog. Like, I'm gonna go Seminole at the crib, but I'm not gonna lie. If D-Land wins the game, I will not be surprised at all. I think this is one of them toss-ups. I think this one in Vegas. I think this one of them -2, -1.5 type games, man. But I'm gonna go with Seminole.
Man, well, we agreed on everything this week, right? Except for. We agree on everything except Olympia and DP.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
What I'm gonna do then? I'm gonna be, I'm gonna go with D-Land. Because honestly, I think if we talking toss ups, this is as toss up as it gets. It could go either way. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. It could go either way, and I wouldn't be surprised either one. So, I mean, like I told you before, it's no fun if we both always taking the same teams and shit. And this is a toss up. Like this, I ain't finna take nobody. Like I'm not finna take Evans over Lake Mary, but this really is a toss up right here. So I
Yeah.
feel because I don't know which one of them boys. I really don't know which. It depends because if Boki come out and do what they and have a good offensive day, because they gonna have to score. We know that. Like Malin didn't even it's hard to stop that Daughter and quite frankly, TJ is the perfect Daughter quarterback. Like honestly, that Darlington never had. Seriously, like Darlington has never had a guy like TJ at quarterback. Seriously,
TJ, he's a capable. He's more than at this level now. He's more than capable to make the passes. He's been making them all year.
I take that back. He had the one guy that got hurt, Ja'Cory. And
he had Ja'Cory. Ja'Cory was younger though.
If Ja'Cory don't tear up that knee that year, Darlington's last year, man, they was gonna be okay. I'm telling you, because people forget Ja'Cory had Ja'Cory was like his sophomore year, he was top 50 in the country.
Yeah,
people forget that. Like before he tore his knee up.
Yeah, but so yeah, you got D-Land. All right, cool.
Like this dude with Kava versus Horizon. That's not a bad and to Rob's credit, that really isn't bad because that's a huge matchup because
That's a big matchup.
It's district play and they all fighting for to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kava though.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kava too. Last year all last year all 4 teams made it, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be that way this year. I think all 4 teams are gonna be there. The only team that's in trouble of not being there would probably be
Horizon.
Horizon. If they 3 losses, the same 3 losses, they good. Like if they lose to, but remember last year with Kava, Kava beat Apopka.
They did the last game of the season.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with it. So hey, it's always a good thing. So. All right, well, hey, that was it for this week, man. Seminole D-Land. If I don't go out of town, man, I definitely, I'll probably come out there with you. The game's in Boki, right?
Yeah, in Boki. Hey, who you got? Washington versus Oregon this week.
Man, I'm sitting here as we speak. That's what I'm looking at on the TV.
I know, me too. That's what made me think about it. I'm like,
the game is at
Washington, ain't it?
Yeah, man, I like Oregon though, bro. Like this is like probably one of the few times, and I'm a big Washington guy because Michael Penix is a kid that we knew from 707, and I know his pops and everything, man. But it depends on if that Oregon running back is hurt. Like that, if he's hurt, I definitely go with Washington. But
I got to see what the over is. If the over is 55 or up, I'm gonna take the over.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying.
I'm hoping it's that low, but I don't know if they're gonna get it that low.
You say you're gonna take the over if it's 55?
Or if 55, anything in the 50s, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, well, you got 2 explosive offenses.
But they always play good defenses when they play each other, for real.
Nah, look at the score. Look at the score last year. Look at
2 years ago. 2 years ago, it was 24 to 27, and it went to overtime.
Yeah, because I'm like you. I probably would take the under if it's in the 50s. Now,
if it's like 72, then I'm gonna take the under.
If it's 70, I'm taking under all day. Like it's not even a question. But we'll see. Stanford.
Stanford. Oh, I got Colorado. I don't know if they're gonna cover that 12 though. They don't be covering. They be weak on the cover game.
They'll cover this week. They'll cover that this week. Stanford is not. Stanford is probably the weakest team in the Pac-12 this year. Now I'm gonna tell you who people better stay away from is that damn Arizona. I watched them play. I stayed up and watched them play against USC. They're gonna be okay. They are going to be okay. They little quarterback is a bad boy.
Yeah, Pac-12 doing good this year, but yeah, man. All right, though, man. Let me get up out of here.
All right, peeps. Well, we'll catch y'all later. Hey, man, we'll see you next week. Hey, peace.
Peace.